video, I'm going to break down, react, and review Miley Cyrus singing Midnight Sky. So let's sing something. La la la. If you're new to my channel, be sure to like and subscribe. Hit that little bell icon. This channel teaches you how to sing. Yay! And so if you're like, wait, I just want to know how Miley Cyrus does what she does, that's okay. I'm going to go over and vocally analyze Miley Cyrus, how she does her vocals, the techniques, the style, and everything. So let's get started.
BBC Radio 1.
Oh, rock and roll, get it.
Yeah, it's been a long night and the mirror's telling me to go home. But it's been a long time since I felt this good on my own. A lot of years went by with my hands tied up in your ropes. Forever and ever, no more.
Okay. Does she smoke cigarettes? I'm just curious. A lot of her sound has got a lot of this. Da 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 my own. It's got a lot of vocal fry behind it. It's got a lot of back placement. Forever. It's like it's got a lot of that. Now, vocal fry is basically when you slow down the vocal cords and they don't vibrate quite as fast. And that's okay. That also helps to reconnect as you're going into a note. Now, in the way that she's doing it, it can cause problems in the future. It's a lot of tension on the vocal cords, but I don't know. I think it's fitting with her rock and roll look and the whole deal. I mean, she's always had a little bit, but she's definitely doing way more than she used to.
The midnight sky is the road I'm taking.
Road, yeah.
Head high up in the clouds. I was born to run. I don't belong to anyone. Oh no, I don't need to be loved by you.
Yeah, so there's a lot of vocal fry on that. And then there's a lot of, where she's kind of like pushing from the bottom. The midnight sky. It's got a lot of that. And then a kick. The midnight sky of the road. Oh man, it's just hard for me to do. It's just really, really heavy and pulled back and kind of reminds me of like, you know, those old, like, motorcycle chicks and like they smoke a pack or two a day and it's got that kind of rough sound, which I know Miley always had a little bit of that raspy sound to it, a little bit of a country twang, but this is a whole lot more than I remember her ever having.
Fire in my lungs, can't fight the devil on my tongue. Oh no, I don't need to be loved by you. See my lips on her mouth, everybody's talking now, baby. Ooh, you know it's true.
Okay. See my lips. Okay. You'll hear a lot when I'm talking. I talk about not bringing the weight up from the bottom. So don't really contract as you're going in for those high notes. She's hitting them. She's hitting the high notes. Will she be able to do this long term? No, absolutely not. The vocal cords just cannot handle that much stress and tension as a long term, whatever, in the long run. She'll most likely get vocal nodes, all sorts of stuff. Basically, what happens is when the vocal cords are too rough, they rub really hard and it gets really intense and it's kind of like a callus. Adele has gotten it as well because she also places their sound pretty far back and they're singing a lot and they're talking a lot. And so if you don't place it correctly, that callus and that rub, it's going to build and then the vocal cords can't rub the same. They can't thin out the same. Her high notes will slowly start deteriorating, and she'll just have to sing lower and lower. But you know what? If she's cool with that, that's fine. But looking at the long run, I wouldn't suggest it. Now, music teacher aside, it does sound pretty cool.
I don't need hair pulled back as the sweat dripping off of her face. She said it ain't so bad if I wanna make a couple mistakes.
Yeah, so she got her hair pulled back and whatever the words were, but it's back here. Instead of she got her hair pulled back, it's not lifted up in the front. It's really, really far back here. But she is opening up for the high notes, so there's nice space in there. However, you can be open and still not place the sound into that space. Go ahead and click here for my free cheat sheet on how to sing stylistically like Miley Cyrus in perhaps a safer way. Click here because I picked out this video just for you, and come hang out with me in my Facebook group. The link is down below, and I will see you in the next song. La, la, la.